The news, Gen Zers have a credit card problem. According to a new report by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, roughly 15% of Gen Z credit card borrowers have maxed out their cards. For comparison, only 4.8% of baby boomers and 9.6% of Gen Xers have maxed out their credit cards. The New York Fed says part of the problem is that Gen Z borrowers have a much lower credit limit. The median limit for that generation comes in at about $4,500. Primarily because they have not had enough time to build credit histories and credit scores that would allow for higher limits. The median limit for millennials tops $16,000 and nearly $22,000 for Gen X. But credit card issues aren't just a Gen Z problem. The New York Fed says all credit card delinquencies are increasing at a staggering pace, with missed payments increasing by more than 50% in 2023, and severe credit card delinquencies, those which are 90 days or more overdue, are up roughly 11% so far this year. And that'll do it for your daily briefing from the New York Stock Exchange. I'm Conway Gittins with The Street.
All right, Shalom. This the brother Kayaf from the GMS New Orleans coming back at you with another quick ride and talk. Prior to getting started, as I always do, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rekah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the alchemists that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And I played that clip in the beginning, all right, just to really pinpoint the Generation Z, okay? All right, as you can see on this, this article right here, I have an AI overview as of 2023. Generation Z, or Gen Z, is the generation of people born between 1997 and 2012, making their age range 11 to 26 years old. They are also known as Zoomers or Centennials. Gen Z is often called the first generation to be digitally native because the internet is part of their identity. All right, now let's deal with that, okay? Because debt, you're already born in debt when you already come into debt when you're born. I forget the exact amount per American. All right, it matters none. This is just the fact you're in debt. Okay, whether you $100 in debt or 100,000, and the student loans, the interest on the student loans and how it been affected during the C and different things of that nature. Money and credit, are synonymous with each other, but credit is different. All right, because being digitally native, okay, relatively, you grew up in the presence of digital technology or the information age. Now, Generation Z, they don't understand information, man. Though yet they had the internet at their fingertips, they have used the internet for TikTok and the social media platforms, right? To push their own personal agendas, right? And to basically love themselves. In the latter days, there'll be many people be lovers of their own selves. All right. Now the information age or the internet, all right, is what this generation is attached to. You see the children playing with the iPads, the iPhones. Most of them can work computers better than the older heads. Okay. Because they have adapted to they're digitally native. All right. And with that being said, it's going to be easy for them to transition to the digital age. All right. And that's why it was introduced to them and put in schools. The children bring home computers to do their work on, doing the C, the C thing for years. All right. And everything is done by way of digital. So this generation here don't have a chance at pretty much fighting and knowing the normal way. I mean, this generation don't even know how to write in cursive, man. They don't know how to sign their names. All right, they have electronic signatures, different things of that nature. So that's all they know. Okay, so when it's time to actually switch over to where it conduct and basically lead and guide your life, it's gonna be nothing for these children to do it, man, or younger men, we would like to say. And the debt don't help the cause, because when they flip it over to everything digitalized, all right, this generation is already adapted to it. They have already put it in their mindset. All right. Now let me finish reading this real quick. It says, because the internet is part of their identity and is integrated into their education. You see? Socialization and home. So everywhere where they're at, all right, they're tied or glued in to the internet, all right, which the Internet of Things is going to help connect. Let me look this up real quick, right? Look it up. All right, we got the Internet of Things. Let's get this. Let's see what we got. Okay, IoT describes devices with sensors, processing ability, software, and other technologies that connect and exchange data with other devices and systems over the internet or other communication networks. So when this CHIP come in, all right, the Generation Z already is acclimated, okay, to the digital, the digital age, all right, by them being native, all right. This gonna be an easy transition for them. You see that? So the kids didn't have a chance, because what was introduced to them is the way of the new world, man. They didn't even have an opportunity. Now, I've been living before computers was created, obviously, where they was given to the people at least, because I think the first computer was in 1970, so, whatever. But I didn't come up in a computer age, okay? Mostly came up, everything was tangible, all right? You had to read and look up things. It says the Internet of Things encompasses electronics, communicate, and that's the way this generation communicate. All right, they have something to say. Are they good at getting their feelings? What they do, they go over the internet and express themselves. Okay. Which, if they start to understand where we're coming at and the age we're coming at digitally, they'll understand that this is a direct situation to the Heavenly Father, in which, all right, your life is going to be determined. Life and death is going to be determined. All right, but they're not going to even give thought to it, man. Okay, the internet got this generation, so if the internet got them, they're already connected in. It's simple. It says electronics, communication, and computer science engineering. The Internet of Things has been considered a misnomer, because devices do not need to be connected to the public internet. You might have to look that up. They only need to be connected to a network and be individually addressable. Let's see what this is. Misnomer. Name that is incorrectly or unsuitably applied. Misnomers often arise because something was named long before its correct nature was known, or because an earlier form of something has been replaced by a later form. All right. Okay. So basically, this generation have been handicapped, in so many words, to basically lose their trust, because when you get the word credit, all right, let's see something. Oh shit. Okay. deal with the word credit, right? And student loan, and like the man said on they have a credit card problem, right? This is the word credit in the online etymology. It says belief, faith, right? Trust. So what has happened with this leaded debt in which this generation have procured unto themselves, okay, they have lost the trust of the people that and it was a setup. They weren't going to be able to fulfill that amount of money being given to them freely, all right, without instructions or guidance on how to apply money, how to pay their credit cards back in time. They wasn't given that information in school, in college. They just were given the money saying, just go and be the best that you can be, all right? Whatever you want to do, just get credit. But nonetheless, you was getting belief or trust from these people that you would pay this money back futuristically when they knew the interest rates and different things would be so high, all right? It'll automatically put you in debt by default. And once you're in debt, all right, the only way you could be unforgiving of it totally, all right, is to what? Is to accept the MOTB. See, it was stages and levels to this thing, man. And our people believed in the enemy, man. Okay? Now let's do this, okay? Going after their lusts and desires. This is Sirach 12:10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness, right? So is his wickedness. So, never trust thine enemy. See, we didn't know the generation, I believe, Z is Y, all right, that was before them, didn't teach their children, the regular way of working, earning what they need to earn and not getting caught up in this debt. Okay, but because America itself is in debt, every person here is in debt, all right, even if your credit straight, because you started off in debt already. I believe every child born is in debt. Let's look that up. Yeah, born into debt may refer to the idea that people are born owing money due to a country's national debt. All right, so the debt of the country, all right, of America, by default, the people, all right, aligns with that. Okay, because the people was basically the exchange if they would ever fall on debt, all right? The bankers and, the elites, okay? The people would be the exchange, okay? That's why you got Social Security cards and, birth certificates and certain things are basically certificates of debt that's owed, and you basically pay it off, all right? It says the national debt is the amount of money a government owes to creditors as a result of overspending, right? As of 2024, January, the U.S. gross federal debt is more than $34 trillion, which includes debt owed to the public, federal trust funds, and other government accounts. Some say that this means that a child today in the U.S. already owes around $90,000 to $98,000, right? When you're born, so you're born behind the 8 ball, okay? You see that? Back in this Gen Z, it says other factors and other homes. Other factors that have shaped their identity include climate, anxiety, and C19, all right? So, I just wanted to just kind of get in that and touch on that, all right? I ain't bring out too many precepts, but being digitally native, all right, has it's really, it could be to your detriment, or it could be to the saving of your life. Because if you're actually, into the internet searching of things concerning Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and the prophets, all right, you can escape this age, man, right? And most of these little demons is demonic, man. They own the internet, flashing guns, fake money, doing all kind of pranks and I forget the name of it, man. When they do the pranks and people dying and everything off it, man. Not the pranks, escape my mind, but nonetheless, these children are basically doomed, right? That's why we say Gen Z, this gotta be the last generation, because once they get tied into that MOTB, all right, through that internet, okay, there's a judgment waiting for them. Okay? Let me see if and through the internet, all right, is where you basically see all manners of lawlessness, unrighteousness, right? And that's why they're introduced. Also, through that, they're influenced by the culture that's set up, right? What they see, all right? They don't understand tangible things. They don't understand things that they don't see, all right? It's just what they see in a wave, or what's the new wave, all right? With different challenges, and it's just a dancing generation, man, that don't have no idea what's about to strike or happen to them. You see that? This Wisdom of Solomon 3:19. For horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation, man. All right? And yes, if they digitally pacified, right? You got the GMO babies, and you got the digitally native babies. All right? That's what they are, man. Okay? Outside of the computer, the internet, and Wi-Fi, they have no idea what's going on in life, man. You see? Now, they do have younger men in the truth that have, come up out of this, that matrix, nonetheless. But I'm just talking about the children, the younger children, that's just pretty much, they numbered to die, man. Right? Because they still gonna try to fulfill their entitlement to debt. We're trying to work in America, and get that debt paid off, all right, when little do they know the debt has went into default, all right, and there's no way of escaping it, all right? So, Lord willing, it was edifying, man. Till next time, I say shalom.